In the beginning, we see Tae beat Kung, Zoe, and Wen, 5 strangers having the same goal. They are planning the most dangerous plans ever. In the next scene, Tae is seen sitting in the college while noticing a girl named Pai, and Tae narrates that he had a date with that girl and he is feeling so glad. But it was his daydreaming because the girl was only his crush, and he has to face the reality. After that, Tae tells him that he is studying business on a government student loan. He is a poor guy living with the rich ones and he has an ultimate dream to become rich. He travels home on a public boat. Upon reaching home, he changes his outfit. Then the scene shifts to his mother, Ms. Toy, whose husband left him while she was pregnant years back. After that, she attempted suicide but he remained safe, and he successfully gave birth to Tae. Then she moved from Nong Khai to Bangkok. After that, she started selling lottery tickets and became the #1 lottery selling hawker. In this way, their poverty becomes less and they managed to buy a house. But the house was too faulty. Despite all that, they were living happily. But one day Ms. Toy fell into a sewage hole and broke his back. After that, she started sewing clothes sitting at home. Later, Tae started selling lottery tickets at his mother's business. One day his mother informs him to save a ticket with suffix 6-9 for him as it would be lucky. Later, when Tae gets back to his home, he finds 2 goons threatening his mother to pay the debt of Mafia boss Mr. Chai. But she does not have a single enemy and tries to convince them, but they attack them. Tae attempts to save her mother. Then her mother informs him to run away. The 2 goons run after Tae and ultimately catch him. After beating him, they take the lottery tray from him, saying that you don't have anything more worthy than it. The next day, Tae thinks about how to tell her mother that the lottery tray has been stolen. Meanwhile, his mother comes and tells him that their ticket has won the jackpot worth 30 million bahts. They both start celebrating, but suddenly Tae remembers that the ticket has been stolen along with the tray. Then he becomes so worried that he assures his mother that he has saved the ticket for them. But she notices him worried and asks about the matter, so he tells her that the goons have stolen the tickets. Later, his mother packs their luggage to leave the house because the people who bought the ticket would come there. Before they could leave, 2 girls and 2 men arrive there and ask for their tickets while Miss Toy tells them that the Mafia has stolen the tickets. And Tae narrates their background of them. First, he tells about women that want to be good actors. After that, he tells about Kung, who looks like a famous boxer Somjit Jongjer due to the same appearance. He wants to win the 3rd match of his life, while he sells some washroom cleaning products. And dining this, he met an incident that made his life endangered. After Tae tells about the girl Zoe, he says that Zoe is a good salesperson, and she has sustained her little brother since his parents left them. Afterwards, Wen suggests asking the Mafia to return their tickets, but everyone denies it. After that, they come to know that the Mafia is very dangerous. Zoe suggests snatching the tickets from them, but Tae tells them about the high-end security of Mr. Chai's factory, and once 2 thieves were caught breaking into the factory and were electrocuted. Then everyone leaves saying that they should handle themselves and they will come back the next day. While leaving, one girl named Beat looks so sad that motivates Tae. The following night, Tae thinks about how to get the tickets back and decides to learn everything about Mr. Che. Afterwards, he goes to different people and inquires about Mr. Chai. In this way, he learns many ways in which he can enter the factory. Therefore, he gathers the 4 ticket owners and gives them a ridiculous plan to get the tickets back. But they laugh at him, but B agrees to his plan, hence they all decide to give it a try. Later, every one of them is seen busy with their daily life routines. The next day, they started working on the plan. Tae arranges some fake money to deceive Mr. Chai, but his mother seems to disagree with him. Then Tae makes her realize that they don't have any other option. The scene gets emotional and she agrees. Afterwards, Tae tells everyone about their role in the plan. He informs Zoe to act as the sexiest secretary, to which she asks who will be the boss. Then Tae tells them that they will use Wen as a boss, who will ask Mr. Chai for the fireworks arrangement for his late wife's birthday. He will act as a furious and emotional boss. But Wen denies it and suggests that he will act like a good-looking clam assassin, and he will show that he wants to fix a match between Kung and one of Mr. Chai's boxers, but he denies that this factory only works to make fireworks. Then Wen introduces Kung as Somjit, a great boxer. Due to this, Mr. Che agrees and fixes a match on Friday. Afterwards, they goes to Beat, who works as a locksmith, to give him the outfit that she has to wear during the mission. In the factory, the 2 goons try to take the lottery tray, but Sek, Mr. Chai's special worker, sends them away from the locker. Afterwards, we come to know that Sek works as a car mechanic, but he is the killer person for Mr. Chai. In the next scene, Beat and Tae seem to be sitting on top of a building while enjoying ice cream. They tell each other about their life and goals. In this way, we come to know that Beat's father is hit by a car and is hospitalized, but the culprit is free. She wants to send him behind the bars, and it makes a good understanding between them. On Friday, Tae's team reaches the ring to fight, but Kung, seeing Mr. Chai's fighter, gets afraid, but Zoe motivates him to fight. Wen pastes a lip balm and tells that it is a magical bomb that will give you power. After that, the referee informs them that there are no rules for this match. The one who will not be able to stand will lose. In the beginning, Kung fights well, while his companions encourage him. Kung distracts the opponent by running into the ring, and Wen tells Zoe that it's a normal lip balm. During the fight, Tae informs Zoe to steal the locker's keys by attracting the one who has the keys. She leads him to a room lord by his sexy moves and attempts to get the keys. But when the goon grabs her butt, she slaps him, and he says that he likes the romance in this kind of rough manner, so he asks to slap him again and again. After that, he says that it's my turn and starts beating Zoe. Meanwhile, Tae arrives there and tries to save Zoe and steal the keys. But the goon realizes that Tae is Toy's son and they both are cheating on him. Then after great difficulty, they both manage to make him unconscious. On the other hand, Kung seems badly beaten in the ring and he asks for more lip balm. Then Tae reaches Beat with the keys and they attempt to unlock the loom in which the lotteries were kept. But they find a fingerprint lock there, then they drag the goon to the lock and use his finger to unlock it. Upon reaching the locker, they find that the lotteries are already stolen by another goon who has given the fingerprint lock to place there. Meanwhile, the unconscious goon comes to their senses and attacks them. On the other hand, Sek shows a video of Kung talking about the cleaning products to Mr. Chai and they realize that they have cheated them. On the other side, Tae and Beat after great difficulty electrocute the goon with the electric shock device brought by Beat. Afterwards, Mr. Chai goes to Wen and tells him that you have lied to him before he could do anything. Kung kicks him. So Kung and Wen start running from there. On the other hand, Zoe runs into the goon who is taking the lottery and starts snatching it. Mr. Chai informs Sek to follow them, while Tae reaches Zoe who is fighting with the goon and electrocutes him and moves forward to take the lottery, and finds Wen and Kung. In this way, they all gather to escape while everyone gets stunned seeing Kung's injured face. Then they take out those 5 tickets that have won the jackpot. But before they could step forward, they are faced by Sek, who holds them at gunpoint and says that you guys should have to meet his boss and tell him about your arrival. He also asks why they have risked their lives for this lottery tray. Hence he orders Tae to give him the lottery tray. Meanwhile, a cock comes and distracts everyone. As they are stuck, Tae whispers to Zoe that this is the time to carry out Plan B, and we come to know that Tae, keeping in mind that their plan would fail due to many reasons, had made the other plan that Zoe has placed the fire strip all around the factory and attached it to the bombs previously. Then Tae throws the tray on Mr. Chai and he falls, after he becomes so furious and says that he will not get out of there alive. Meanwhile, the fire strip catches fire and this fire starts moving towards them. Then all of a sudden a huge blast occurs and badly affects Mr. Chai and Sek. While the 5 run out and Sek, after standing, shoots them from behind, but no one is hit by the bullets. They instantly reach the parking lot and find that their car is blocked by the other cars, but they decide to take the car that is parked free to move. After getting into the car, Wen finds the car's key in the sunshades. Therefore he drives them to the exit, but upon reaching there, they find the gate is closed by the guard. Then Wen decides to hit the car at the gate just like in the movies, but it doesn't break the gate. After a few seconds, the gate falls and they exit the factory with the winning tickets, leaving huge fireworks all around the factory, which is seen all around the city. Afterwards, they reach a safe place and they all look so happy. On the other hand, Mr. Chai, after surviving the blast, inquires his workers if they have cheated on him. The worker requests Mr. Chai not to kill him, but says he will not kill him until he returns the lottery tray. When Mr. Chai checks the tray, it does have the winning tickets. Hence he kills the worker. On the other hand, Wen assumes that he had hit by the bullet, falls and thinks that he is going to die. He informs Beat to take his share to treat his father. But Tae tells him that he is not hit by the bullet and he is okay. Then we come to know that he fainted from the tight cloth. Afterwards, they decide to move as far as possible so that they remain safe. Meanwhile, Sek and Mr. Chai arrive and Sek capture Tae's mother as a hostage and claims that he will set her free only if he returns the tickets. He apologizes to all and steps forward to give him the tickets. But before he gave in, he attempted to snatch his gun and all of them got into it. In this case, a bullet hit Ms. Oi and before Sek could shoot Tae, he is killed by 3 other men. This was Tae's plan C, but they take the tickets as the money Tae owes them. Afterwards, Toy is taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Meanwhile, he tells Tae that he is the most beautiful part of her life and he thanked God for him. In the hospital, Beat reminds them that Tae wanted to give her mom a new and comfortable house. After a few minutes, the doctor arrives and tells them that she is fine now. Later, Tae and Yu come to their home. Tae narrates that it was foolish to risk their lives for 6 million baht. After that, they find a most precious fighting cock in the car which they stole from the factory, and become happy again. Later, Tae again narrates that Kung has opened his boxing gym in his town. Another hand, Wen got as famous and rich as he always wanted to be. Zoe changed her mind to get a boob job and sent his brother to a good school, and she was employed to sell amazing things. Tae and his mother have returned to Nong Khai to expand their business. When Tae is on duty with his mother, he sees the news that the rich man who had hit Beat's father is set free without any punishment. He becomes so sad, and we come to know that Beat remanded unlucky to bring the justice to her father. After a few months, her father died in the hospital. Afterwards, Tae goes to Beat and says, "I'm not here to get a key, but I want to take you somewhere else." Then they are seen in black suits on the top of the big building. They all wanted to bring justice to Beat's father, hence they go to the rich man, and his secretary tells him that the new consulting team has arrived. And all the 5 again gather to carry out a ridiculous plan. The film ends here.